Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. I feel like right now we're in an interesting point in time with regards to the cryptocurrency market, because despite the fact that cryptocurrency prices are depressed, this is XRP here on the daily, and as of the time of this recording, right now XRP is trading at about 38.5 cents, as low as we've seen it in a long time. Cryptocurrency markets are depressed right now. You know, everything is down. The sentiment is very, very low. What people keep forgetting to realize is this is a great opportunity to invest, because now more than ever, the industry is ready to accept cryptocurrency. So I'm going to talk a little bit about this. Also notice that XRP accumulation for the whales has increased, and we're going to get to that, guys, in a bit. Circle has asked the US Fed not to step on its toes by launching a digital dollar. So the narrative is as such. All these countries around the world, they're looking to get into the stablecoin game, or rather the CBDC game. The public is already served well by private sector tokens, the USDC stablecoin issuer said in a comment letter to the central bank. So USDC, they want to be the official stablecoin, I guess, of the US, and they're saying, US Fed, hold your horses, cool your jets. We don't necessarily need another stablecoin option. We've got USDC. Here's what they're saying. So Circle, Internet Financial, is arguing the U.S. Federal Reserve should pass on launching a digital dollar, arguing that could strangle private sector efforts such as Circle's to manage their own dollar-based coins. Circle, the issuer of the USDC stablecoin, said in a comment letter, so that's what they said. Here's a quote: "A host of companies, including Circle, have leveraged blockchain technology to support trillions of dollars of economic activity with fiat-referenced stablecoins. The introduction of a CBDC by the Federal Reserve could have a chilling effect on new innovations." So they're saying, you know, if the Fed decides to release their own CBDC, this could in fact cannibalize the efforts of all these legitimate stablecoin providers. We know that there was a big loss with the Terra USD coin, and this is why now, since they're in the spotlight, these stablecoin issuers, the legitimate ones, they're kind of, I guess, getting a little worried because now governments are looking at this thinking, okay, this is what's just happened with Terra, with Luna, with UST. Now we've got to bring down the hammer and regulate the crap out of this. The stablecoin industry has suffered collateral damage recently from the ugly UST collapse, although that was an algorithmic stablecoin, not one backed by reserves. Boston-based Circle made a case to the Fed that its USDC stablecoin, which ranks second among the global market cap, is backed by cash and short-duration US government obligations. So they're saying, look, ours is different. You can rely on us. USDC does not detract from, but in fact supports the dollar's role as a world reserve currency. So that's probably what the Fed wants to hear. Circle also underlined potential harms that a digital dollar might pose to traditional banking, which the banking industry itself pointed out in its own letters. The stablecoin issuer left the Fed with a remark that's a common refrain among technology-intensive industries. It could be challenging for the Fed to issue a CBDC on a technology standard that does not quickly become obsolete, given the pace of technological advancement. So Circle's saying, hey, Fed, you're not in the tech game. You probably shouldn't be dabbling with this. Leave the techie stuff to the experts like us. Also note here that the banking industry itself is saying, whoa. We don't want our industry to be harmed. Therefore, maybe it's not such a great idea. So they're trying to pull the banking industry into this. And we got to think, right? CBDCs are beginning to make a grand entrance on the global stage in many different countries. This is really going to jeopardize big banks, private banks, those institutions. It's going to jeopardize their business. So there's a vested interest for banks not to accept a CBDC. Now we're seeing Circle as well saying you should probably pass on this idea, U.S. Federal Reserve. We also have this digital dollar would drain money from U.S. banks. So this is what lobby groups are saying. Wall Street trade groups are pushing back against the possibility of a digital dollar from the Federal Reserve. And I don't even think that this is Circle. This is another organization. The American Bankers Association published a letter on Friday warning that a central bank digital currency would rewire our banking and financial system. And even if CBDC accounts were capped at $5,000 per user, they would drain in $720 billion in deposits, or 71% of bank funding, the ABA estimated. The purported benefits of a CBDC are uncertain and unlikely to be realized. While the costs are real and acute, based on this analysis, we do not see a compelling case for a central bank digital currency in the U.S., the letter said. Digital currency debates have only heightened in recent months. So these guys too, I'm sure they have have been drafting this letter and talking about these issues in collaboration with Circle. So it's interesting to note that this is now, the shifting sentiment in the space. Now that CBDCs are becoming more of a reality, these private companies are deciding to push back. Central bank digital currencies are just one part of this. We still are going to need the lubrication, the oil, to make the financial system work. Whether there are countries that decide to move in the governmental issued CBDC route, or whether it is a private stable coin, all these coins need to interoperate. And so, this is why being invested in XRP, for example, is a good move. Well, we're also seeing updates like this. So Psend is now investing in Serbia with a new European tech center. And Psend, for those of you guys who do not know, way back in 2020, they expanded their remittance network to Vietnam corridor by partnering with Ripple partner FinFan. And FinFan, I believe, they partnered with Ripple back in, I think it was 2020 as well. FinFan did partner with Ripple to bolster faster and cheaper international money transfers. Well, now Psend, the global fintech with 7 million customers today, announced that it has opened a new European technology center in Belgrade, Serbia. The new technology hub will focus on software and product developments and embraces Serbia's reputation as Europe's next technology hotspot, with a growing community of established brands, venture capital firms, and fintech startups being drawn to the country to take advantage of its convenient location and domestically grown, internationally acclaimed technology talent pool. So Psend, now through their Ripple-enabled FinFan partnership, they are deciding to open up technology in Serbia particularly. The technology sector has become a critical part of the social and economic fabric of Serbia and will be crucial to the country's ongoing development and economic growth. Openness to innovation, willingness to adopt new ideas, and the prioritization of digital transformation have been foundational pillars for the current government of the Republic of Serbia. Down here, they even talk about the digitization and the fourth industrial revolution. We know that, finance, commerce is going to be central to this, and digital payments, cross-border transactions, a global economy. This is all going to be important. And so, that RippleNet connection there. Digitization and the fourth industrial revolution has provided a unique opportunity for Serbia and its citizens to leapfrog other countries, particularly in the fields of technology, innovation, foreign direct investment, and R&D. Serbia's ability to attract leading technology and fintech companies like Psend is evidence of a strategic investment we have made in recent years to develop and strengthen the technology and startup ecosystem in Serbia. So, some interesting news there. Also wanted to mention this, brought to us by Mike Manfield here. If you guys remember, back in February of 2018, Oman's second largest bank by market value, Bank Dhofar, began using RippleNet technology for cross-border payments in India. And now Bank Dhofar is showcasing their cutting-edge banking solutions at COMEX 2022. So this is a technology conference happening in the Middle East. Bank Dhofar down here, Bank Dhofar puts technology and innovation at the core of its strategy to improve the experience of its customers. The bank is constantly keeping pace with technological developments while designing new products and services to ensure convenient banking experiences for customers. Customers may conduct their transactions at ease and around the clock through the highly secured and user-friendly digital banking channels. Of course, all courtesy of RippleNet technology. Over here, Bank Dhofar's award-winning mobile banking app offers a wide range of exclusive services. So this is just kind of highlighting Bank Dhofar and why they are very successful at being on the cutting edge of technology. The services include instant transfer to banks, cardless cash, mobile top-up for all telecom providers in the Sultanate, increasing daily withdrawal limits of 5,000 OMRs, which is the local fiat currency in Oman. Through internet banking, Bank Dhofar provides several features for retail and corporate customers. Additionally, Bank Dhofar customers may access the financial services through a wide network of ATMs and CDMs around the region. So Bank Dhofar, again, another Ripple-enabled company, just showcasing their new latest technology over there at COMEX. Wanted to thank Mike Manfield for posting that. This next website has been a great resource that I've used over the years, and that XRP Arcade, aka Leonidas on Twitter, has continued to update over the years, an extensive list including more than 300 entities that make up the Ripple ecosystem. So for those of you guys who might not know, if there is a company that is Ripple enabled or might have a connection to Ripple, Leonidas here has created through his XRP Arcade website the Ripple ecosystem. So I will link this in the description for you guys. And earlier on in the video, I talked about FinFan, for example. So, if you just put in here FinFan, you can just do a quick search over here, and FinFan shows up, bringing you to the homepage. tells you what country they're from, what type of company they are, their logo, and their name. So a very good resource here. You can check out like CIBC Bank, for example, in Canada, also a Ripple partner. Others off the top of my head like Mercury FX. Yeah, Mercury FX is there, just as an example. So over 300, I think this may need a little updating. Nevertheless, just an example of how the Ripple ecosystem is growing. And super thanks here to XRP Arcade for keeping on top of that. A great resource. Again, I will link in the description of the video. So just bringing you back to the top of the video, how do you feel about an XRP right now being at about 38.5 cents, just give or take, just above 38.5 cents? I know, guys, I'm feeling the pain myself. I mean, my cost average for XRP is still at 22 cents, so I'm still above water at this moment. But I know for many of you are probably holding, thinking to yourself, oh my God, did I make a good investment or is this it? Price is low, but in my humble opinion, I do think it is time to accumulate more cryptocurrency and that we're going to see a burst of activity come Q4 of 2022. And I'm not saying that based on an emotional feeling, okay? Because I saw this. Michael at Val5Links bringing this to our attention. XRP network whales holding between, get this, 1 million and 10 million XRP have been collectively accumulating. So I'm not talking about retail investors like you and me. I'm talking about the whales here, those holding anywhere between 1 million XRP and 10 million XRP there on the network. Amid the recent market downturn, Ripple whales have turned quite active in the market once again. As per on-chain data provided by Santiment, Ripple whales holding between 1 to 10 million XRP have been on an accumulation spree. The data provider wrote, XRP network whales holding between 1 to 10 million XRP have collectively been accumulating and now hold their highest percentage of the asset supply in 2 months. So this is, again, as per the whales, as per the smart money in the room, the ones already holding 1 to 10 million XRP, these guys are not saying, they're showing us that they are actually accumulating more. This is the most active tier of non-exchange holders and currently hold about 6.12% of all the XRP in existence. Well, we know Ripple holds a lot in the escrow account, and so, holding 6.12%, quite a significant amount of the XRP supply, all things considered. So whales are accumulating, guys. The smart money is accumulating right now. Again, a very good opportunity with XRP under 38 cents. I did calculations back when we thought we were going to see the altcoins rally, back when we thought we were going to hit our targets, $10 to $15, which still isn't off the table, by the way. It's just going to take a little longer. But at that time, I was thinking, let's say we did hit our target of, let's say even at the low end, $10 per XRP. And let's say we saw a traditional bear market, 80, 85, 90%. It would have brought XRP price right back down to about 60, 65 cents, give or take, if my memory serves me correctly. I mean, I could do the math right now, but just for sake of time, I'm not going to do it. But it would bring us down to about 60, 65 cents per XRP. And I thought to myself at that time, and that was around when XRP was trading somewhere in and around here. At that time, I thought, yeah, I mean, if we did hit $10 per XRP and it did go back down to 60 cents, well, wouldn't that be a great opportunity to buy? Well, it didn't play out that way, and now XRP is hovering below 40 cents. So you be the judge, guys. The whales holding between 1 to 10 million XRP are already accumulating. And then this happened at Davos. Crypto firm Ripple will explore an IPO after the SEC lawsuit ends. This from CNBC, guys, a clip of Brad Garlinghouse over there at Davos. Listen to this.
Oh, I saw an interesting move you guys did. You bought back your round C shares at a higher valuation than what they were at the moment. What was the rationale behind that?
So we did a Series C financing, I'm going to try to get my dates right here, in 2019, in Q4 of 2019, and we raised $200 million from a series of investors. When we negotiated that, we had pre-negotiated the ability to repurchase that up to a certain period of time for 1.5x the issuance. So we repurchased all of the Series C back from our investors because we thought it was a good investment. We thought that was accretive to all of our other shareholders. As you mentioned or you asked, we have been profitable and cash flow positive, so we're able to use that. So we've repurchased north of $500 million of Ripple shares over the past couple of years, including that financing.
And you mentioned you're cash flow positive, but also, are you looking for further outside funding at this point, whether it be for an extra cash injection or at least just a strategic sort of investment as well?
We aren't actively looking. We haven't needed to do that. we have a very strong balance sheet, and even as we look at the future, we feel good about that. I do think there will be opportunities, and I think there'll be an uptick in M&A in the blockchain and crypto space. We haven't seen that yet, but I think that's likely in the future, and I certainly think as that unfolds, we would consider things like that.
In terms of buying companies or being bought out?
We're now at a stage of growth where I think we're more likely to be the buyer versus the buyee or seller.
Yeah, but you haven't found the acquisition targets at this point, or is there an area of the business you're thinking, you know what, this company would be a great fit?
I would say there's a lot of growth in crypto, and we are looking at a lot of different segments of crypto for growth. Some of that, obviously, we will build internally. The carbon credit initiative is something we've kicked off internally, but we've invested in over 30 or 40 companies around the crypto ecosystem, and we'll continue to look at opportunities to grow through external acquisitions also.
And of course, the market's not great right now, but is an IPO on the cards at some point?
Well, I think we want to get certainty and clarity in the United States with the U.S. SEC. I'm hopeful that the SEC will not slow that process down any more than they already have. But we certainly at a point in scale where that is a possibility, and we'll look at that once we're past this lawsuit with the SEC.
So some great points there that Brad Garlinghouse makes. The fact that Ripple could be acquiring more companies in the future. We heard about that buyback of the shares. We know Ripple is very invested in themselves and don't necessarily need more money from other investors. Also note Brad Garlinghouse saying that, he is hopeful that the SEC is not going to slow down this process more than they already have to date with the lawsuit that they have launched against Ripple and XRP. So Brad sounds confident. I mean, I'm fairly confident when I see that, via Santiment's on-chain analysis and the data that they're providing, that the whales that are holding XRP, particularly guys, 1 to 10 million XRP, are continuing to accumulate and have been over the last couple of months. Putting this into perspective, the last couple of months in crypto have been basically a dog's breakfast. Okay, it's almost the end of May right now, and so if we were just to look the last couple of months, let's say, the beginning of April up until today, this is basically what we've seen over the last couple of months. We were getting a little optimistic with this uptick after we were finding support, and this is the XRP chart, but this goes for the rest of the crypto market as well. We are finding a bit of optimism here, and then the last 2 months have just been a dog's breakfast, bouncing in here. I think we're going to consolidate some more during the summer. Then finally by fall, I think we're going to see crypto and XRP move to the upside. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.